Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel What No One Told You. I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you're doing well, and I'm going to start by giving you a message from your guardian angels. Let's see what they have for you and what you need to hear right now. The news you've been waiting for is going to arrive. Celebrate, have fun, enjoy yourself, go on that retreat, take that trip, meet with the people who make you feel good. Because I see that a moment is coming when you'll have the chance to thaw your emotions. There's an inner search, and you'll be finding the answers. Those news are coming. That mental confusion disappears. New people come into your life who will help you see the truth, bring out the light within you, and raise your level of consciousness. I see that an important change is coming, but I also feel very strongly that you don't feel free to go out with the people you'd really like to spend time with. It comes from conditioning. I see that you're going to be with whoever you want to be with, without any conditions, because only you can decide that. I'm going to begin with the tarot, and we're going to see what situation, what circumstances you're in. Let's see the current situation of Scorpio. A new awakening is coming, a calling. I see that you're waking up because it's time to make decisions. And the decisions you make are necessary because I see a situation where things seem not to move forward. There lies the awakening and the calling of your heart and your soul asking you for renewal and to step out of stagnation. Yes, there is something you must free yourself from, but always listen to your heart and act from love. That's how one understands why they make the decisions they need to make. Reflect on what is keeping you stuck and free yourself from it. Here, we have the card of the Magician. It tells me that you are aware of how you are and that you have the tools in your hands. What happens is that you are the creator of your own destiny. You can do whatever you want, but be careful with attachments, with dependencies, with fears, because when we have the Magician, we also have the Devil and the Judgment. It speaks of an awakening of dependencies, an awakening of attachments, an awakening of something that dominates you, something that keeps you stuck, and yet you have the ability to free yourself from it whenever you choose. Because in the end, it's all about fear. Fear of losing, fear of being abandoned, fear of being rejected, fear of not being capable, but you have all the abilities and all the tools in your hands to free yourself from the situation you're in, because it's something toxic, something that doesn't serve you, because it doesn't allow you to grow. It doesn't allow you to move forward, and it's a heavy energy. We can see that you have the abilities. You plant one single seed, and from that one seed, many flowers bloom. And look how rare that is. You kick a stone, and flowers appear. You have a great capacity to create and to nurture everything you wish to achieve. We have the energy of the Empress with the Magician and the Judgment. That means you know how to go deep because you are love itself. You understand what is truly happening. The Empress represents a nurturing energy, a motherly energy that gives everything for everyone and everything around, and in the end forgets about herself. But what people forget is that the Empress also has the ability that just as she walks into the wolf's mouth, she also knows how to walk out of it because she is very creative. And it doesn't matter if you are a man, there is that card under the deck. Creativity, that energy that is so awake within you, the curiosity, the urge to explore, to discover, to see new things. You know when something matters to you. You know perfectly how to set your intention on what you believe in and commit to achieving it. Therefore, you have the full capacity to do it. When someone truly wants something, everything else is just an excuse. And I have to tell you this to encourage you a little, because there are some Scorpios who feel incapable. But that's because the Magician and the Devil are together. And it's not like that at all. You really do have the capacity? Of course you do. It's just a matter of stepping back for a moment. Instead of seeing it that way, look at it as something you truly can do. Instead of focusing on the negative things, focus on the positive ones. This message will resonate with only a few, yes, because I suppose it won't be for everyone. It also tells me that there is a Scorpio here who would like to become a mother or a father, but there is a rather complicated situation, possibly involving hospitals, tests, and all that. But it tells me that yes, you can achieve it. If someone has been thinking about getting pregnant, it says yes. You can. Maybe it won't happen the first time or the second, but by the third it will. And be careful because you might even have twins. A very important change is coming, a massive change, but a change that turns everything in your favor. Yes. So look at the opportunities instead of focusing on what is lost. Focus on what there is to gain. Yes, always with a positive attitude, with motivation, with strength. Come on, let's go. This is just my clumsiness. You know perfectly well how to free yourself from all ties or anything that makes you feel trapped. And we've already been seeing this throughout the reading, because I can see there's a fear that paralyzes you, but you also know how to release yourself from it. You have ideas. You truly do. What happens here is that someone is making you believe otherwise. Someone is making you believe that you can't, but those are their thoughts, not yours. Don't allow that toxic energy around you to make you think that you can't achieve something. Because yes, you can. Of course you can. There's someone who makes you afraid of losing, afraid of being left in lack. But let me tell you something, my dear. This change is necessary. You have to let go. Because if not, we've already seen the Wheel of Fortune. Don't focus on the negative, because this is a change that must happen. And it's also coming by destiny. It's destined for you. Something much better is on its way. Don't stay stuck, because you are capable of great abundance. And yes, you're sad, and there's someone whispering things in your ear, saying this or that here and there, and that creates your fears and makes you say, I can't, I can't, I can't. But how can you not? Of course you can. A deep commitment is coming for you. There may be a spiritual guide or someone who helps you by offering advice, but I see that you're going to make very important decisions. I see that you're going to receive a lot of wisdom, spiritual wisdom. There you have the sun. Success arrives, clarity arrives, everything will be illuminated, everything will start to shine. And what you're experiencing right now, because as they say, not everything is as it seems. Indeed, how could you think you have no opportunities? How could you think you can't leave this place? How could you think you can't free yourself? Of course you can. It's like an awakening, a moment of realizing, wow, yes, there's that awakening because someone wants you to believe that you can't, and yet you can. Engrave it in your mind. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Whatever it is that's in your mind, whatever it may be. Earlier, the Two of Wands appeared. But it doesn't matter, because the Two of Wands here speaks about the same thing. Your soul is guiding you, and there comes the card of justice. Your soul is moving you forward. I see that you're taking back control. Great stability is coming. I see you taking a leap of faith, and look how much abundance is waiting for you. Imagine, they told you that you couldn't, and you become an emperor with an Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't get better than that. Truly perfect. And there is divine justice. You deserve it. You truly do. A moment of peace is coming, and what is fair is fair. If you have the ability, why should anyone make you believe that you don't? Look at that. An emperor with the star and the Ace of Pentacles. Can you see how nothing is lost? What's coming is much better for you. And by divine justice too. What's yours? No one can take it away. So even if something has been lost or might be lost, because yes, there are spilled cups, we can't deny that. But those two cups still standing turn into an emperor with an Ace of Pentacles. You have strong energy, so many major arcana, you're fully aligned to free yourself from fear, to work on releasing those fears, because fear is what imprisons you. Beyond that, everything is perfect, and those major arcana couldn't be better. The Emperor, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Star, all showing that your guides are with you, your spiritual team is by your side. You have great ability, a wonderful energy, and divine justice, meaning you are truly blessed by divinity. There you have Taurus, Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn energies. Now let's see what intentions your person of interest has toward you. Well, here there's someone who wants you to speak clearly, because I see that things have been complicated for a while, and this person now wants to know if what's happening between you two is worth it, or if it's all for nothing. They want you to tell them the truth so they can make sense of things. And only you know what that means. It couldn't be clearer. They're tired, they need clarity, they want to know. Now let's see what interest Scorpio has toward their person of interest. Here we have Aries, Libra, and Gemini energy. Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, and also Aries appear here. I see that your soul is asking you to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to celebrate. Why not? I see you full of creative and fertile energy in every sense, even on an intimate level. That's why I mentioned before that I see you with desire and vitality. Maybe you want to become a mother or a father, because I can clearly see a strong energy of fertility around you. You don't want problems. You want peace and calm. Scorpio wants to feel good and is heading toward where that feeling can be found. I see that your well-being is non-negotiable. So you'll be moving away from people who make you feel anxious or defeated because you just want to be at peace, have fun, enjoy yourself, celebrate, and embrace whatever life brings, doing what feels right to you. And you have the power to make it real if you want to. You are at the perfect moment to manifest whatever you desire, whatever you wish, Scorpio, on any level, truly any level. Just look. There are three aces on the table, and the judgment, the awakening, new beginnings are arriving, but not just any beginnings, powerful ones. With the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Empress, and the Magician, you are in a moment of manifestation where you can achieve everything you want. The power is in your hands, and you have all the ability to use it. Now let's look at the immediate future of Scorpio. The immediate future of Scorpio. Another message for Scorpio. The immediate future of Scorpio. Well, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Swords. I see that you're going to be reflecting deeply on what or who is trying to control you, because we've already seen that something here isn't quite right. So I see you diving deep into understanding what it is that wants to dominate you. I can see that your emotional world is very rich and abundant, but at the same time, because you are such a good person, it can make you vulnerable. And that's why some people take advantage of that. I see you going deep into this. So take care of your sensitivity, protect your emotions, because I can see there are people who might try to use that against you. You are so kind, so loving, you love taking care of others. You are pure love, a true Venus energy, but there's always someone around trying to take advantage of your generosity for their own benefit. Be careful with that. Work on it. And remember that by understanding what tries to dominate you, you'll free yourself from all confusion, because not everything is as it seems. And we already saw that earlier. I see that you'll have an important conversation with someone very special to you. I see that you're a person who values integrity, commitment, building relationships based on respect and depth. And I see that there's someone who matches that energy, someone who will help you regain your inner power and confidence. I see you reflecting, evaluating, thinking about what steps to take and with whom. I see you working deeply, listening to your heart, and finally having a meaningful conversation where you'll realize what your fears are, what your attachments are, and which people are paralyzing you. I see that this is the moment of awakening, where the real work is within you, to open your eyes to the truth of what's really happening. We also have water energy here, Cancer, Pisces, and of course Scorpio like you. Your own energy is very strong here, especially Cancers. And look how many major arcana you have, so many. It's real work you're doing. I see that change is necessary. And either you make it happen or the universe will do it for you. But either way, this is going to move forward with great strength. Now let's see a message from Archangel Michael for Scorpio. This is a blessing in disguise, Scorpio. Be patient and trust that your angels are in control. What's coming will be far better than anything you've ever dreamed of. Here is the message. I hope it serves as a guide for you. Never let what I'm showing you affect you. Never let anyone cut your wings because you have them to fly. Now I'll leave you with this message. I hope it serves as a guide. Thank you so much for being here with me. See you in the next video. Thank you for listening and receiving the message. And finally, please forgive my clumsiness. See you soon.